All right, everybody, welcome. This is Disco Ferrari, and I'm first playthrough through Fallout 4. I want to just basically record this while I'm doing the Institute story mode. This is my first time doing it, so I just want to make sure we get it on record here. So I've just been teleported into the Institute. I have several guns at my disposal. I'm not really sure what to expect here, so I have a feeling some things could go horribly wrong, some things could go well, and this is pretty far in the story.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Now, the Institute is known for synths, synthetic humans, so I'm guessing Father is maybe the blueprint for those. I'm not sure. Or the scientist who developed them first. What is going on?
I can only imagine what you've
Oh, I thought the roof was
think of us.
caving in on me.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy.
No, I guess we're not
And
stopping
our
at
actions
the
are
ground
often
floor.
misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
Another elevator.
But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
And there he is. I'm big on taking stuff for building my base, so I grab everything I can.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
I'm guessing the father he's
Sean?
referring to is the other guy.
Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me!
He's trying to take me.
Father, help me!
This guy's like glowing.
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Make little robot
Give
boys.
me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just Help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have.
Stop being
But
cryptic.
I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
I kind of suspected that.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
This game assumes that this is like blowing your mind.
Here I am.
I don't know
Raised
if it's
by the
that
Institute, and
crazy.
now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
They needed a little boy to grow up.
Experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to
I guess I was
create
partly right.
the human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
He's the source of the evil that everybody's been talking about.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future.
Uh-huh.
I was sick of it.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just
Whatever.
give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived.
Asset's a nice word.
It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a
That's rationalization.
The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say?
Yeah, he killed your
Please
mom.
your mind.
You should have hated him a little bit more than that.
She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of
It's
collateral.
completely unnecessary.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy?
Yeah, I guess he never really knew her.
But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs.
Basically,
Your
I'm tired of
presence will
talking
be
to you.
appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You're a monster. No.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth.
I know there's
You've
4
seen
different
what it's like.
factions I can
I
choose,
assure you that you are better off with us.
and the Institute is one of them, but I don't know.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Fuck
Sorry
no.
that you hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point,
I'll consider you hostile,
you
you
must
piece
be
of crap.
considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
I wonder if he's actually a synth. Yeah. I think it's time to die. I wonder if you can kill him. Probably not. What the hell? Huh? Okay. Looks like there's no consequences. Really? I just killed them and everybody's okay with that. I killed the guy named Father. Okay. Yeah, let me guess. Everything's locked. He's still got to have something on him. I mean, he's the freaking director. Well, working shower doors. That's good. I like this because it's so much cleaner than the everything's dirty in the regular doors and stuff.
Don't have the key.
I can't get my robot boy. I killed my actual son. Well, I'm gonna take him with me anyway. The guys are probably gonna fire at me as soon as they see me. And they probably should, considering I got their dead director just hanging by his butt. Oh, there's a couple guys. Oh, you gotta love Bethesda games. What the hell? I shot them in the head and they didn't care? Okay. This is so weird. Gotta love Bethesda games. I'm amazed that they're letting me keep this guy. I killed their director and they're not even freaking out. This has to be a glitch. Here we go. Whoop-de-doo. He's in pretty good shape for being so old. I can't even shoot those guys because his head's in the way. There we go.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Disappeared. He's hitting the dead guy. His head's gonna be in the way. Man, these guys can take some damage. And there we go. I can't believe they're letting me drag him. I actually had to attack the guards for them to even care. That's crazy. Did I take him with me? I guess we'll see. That'd be so great if I could keep him, like, lay him on my bed at home. There's no way that's right. The Xbox One load times aren't that great. Well, looks like I just looks like I transported without him. That's kind of a shame. Oh well. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and on the Institute story. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be continuing playing Fallout and posting videos under Disco Ferrari for a while now. So I'll talk to you guys soon.